Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Damage 365 Radio. This is episode number 45. I am your host, Coach Kev, in the house, and once again alone, as Nick the Beard has the sniffles, and he will not be joining us today as he is home, dying a slow death. That is a Jets fan. Jets, just end the season. On a positive note, the Giants won. I know it's positive for the Giant fans, I can care less. But anyway, we have a great show in store for you today, and we want to thank you for listening to Real Sports Talk with Kenny Kluska that just went off the air a little while ago as he recapped his top 10 baseball free agents going into 2015. Very upset. Jeremy Hefner was not on that list. I'm going to have to take some time to talk to Mr. Kluska that Jeremy Hefner was not on that list. The man just came back from Tommy John surgery, and I think he will be able to break a pane of glass now with his fastball, and I'm very upset that Jeremy Hefner was not on that list. But we'll have to talk with Mr. Kluska. Maybe we'll have to get a amendment to that top 10 next week. We'll see what happens. But as always, we got birthday shout-outs and some guests to talk about with dates attached to them, including our tribute show that we do annually for the Macho Man Randy Savage. That will be coming up on Sunday, November 16th. We will, despite being alone, have the semi-final results of the Intercontinental Championship Tournament, setting up the finals that will be announced next week. But we will let you know who is going to the finals. And then after, of course, our commercial break, we should be joined by former six-time female wrestling champion April Hunter. She will be joining us later on today. And like we said, we got some great guests lined up. We have some dates attached to them. And let's get this party started and press that mute button on that TV remote. Jet fans, come off the cliff. Listen to me for about 45 minutes or so, and then you can go back on Suicide Watch. It's shout-out time, ladies and gentlemen, and at this time we'd like to get some birthdays out there. Happy birthday to Damage Athletics outfielder number 00, Tammy Costanzo. Happy birthday, Tammy Cakes. Happy birthday to Damage alum Jason Mundy. Happy birthday, Jay. And we'd like to say a happy birthday to my newly engaged cousin Elisa up there in the Poconos. Happy birthday and congratulations again on your engagement, Elisa. And our guest today, happy belated birthday to April Hunter. She celebrated a birthday in the last week of September, so we'll be sure to let her know we did not forget her. I think I want to talk about, I think I want to get into some tournament time. It's now time to give you the semi-final results of the Intercontinental Championship Tournament that saw every Intercontinental Champion from day one Pat Patterson until current champion Dolph Ziggler and it's come down to two guys. And here we go. It was a match between Chris Jericho and Ravishing Rick Rude in the top bracket, and the Macho Man Randy Savage, the defending tournament champion, against Bret the Hitman Hart in the bottom bracket. So the top bracket saw Ravishing Rick Rude knock off Chris Jericho to advance to the finals. Well, he will face the Macho Man Randy Savage, who knocked off Bret the Hitman Hart. So Randy Savage in the finals 2 straight years, except this year he'll face Ravishing Rick Rude for all the marbles. We will announce next week on the show the champion, the Intercontinental Championship Tournament number 2 champion. Got a lot of championships. But the Damage 365 Greatest Intercontinental Championship Tournament Part 2. It'll either be the defending champion, who will be announced as the reigning and defending 2-time champion, or it will go to a newly crowned champion in Rick Rude. So we will see next week what's going to go on. And a couple other things we got going on in future weeks is, let's check it out. We got some guests coming up. And let's see. Tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow. I know it's unscheduled, but Karma, the former TNA and NWA Women's Champion Karma, will join us. And we will be having a pre-recorded interview with myself and our former wrestling analyst, the host of VOC Nation's Pandemonium, Nanny. She'll join me in this phone interview, as we will branch out to both shows that I'm a part of. Of course, Wednesday, the first airing of the interview will be on VOC Nation's Pandemonium, and then the rest of the recording of the interview in its entirety will be on Damage 365 Radio next Sunday. So you don't want to miss that. It's one of those interviews that it's very rare. Karma does not do a lot of interviews. She allots a certain amount of time to a certain amount of people, and we were lucky to get on a short list, and we were lucky to get an interview time and a slot, and I appreciate that from Karma and her people for allowing this to happen. So tomorrow night we will have a interview that will be recorded and played on Wednesday on VOC Nation's Pandemonium, and next Sunday's Damage 365 Radio's flagship show at 6 p.m. right here on Spreaker.com. So you don't want to miss it. October 19th, we will bring in the Reinforcer, Andrew Anderson. He will join us. We'll talk a little bit about his career, him traveling the road with the likes of Greg Valentine and Brutus Beefcake, Tito Santana, the Honky Tonk Man, and the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, amongst others. We will also talk about the documentary movie that they are all a part of and doing. I saw about a 25-minute clip of it. It's awesome. I mean, it's better than the major motion picture The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke. It's really cool. And on October 26th, man, we've been traveling around from from convention to convention. Former ECW Tag Team Champion, one of the originals, Pitbull Gary Wolf, will join us on October 26th. And as I mentioned earlier, on Sunday, November 16th, the day after his birthday, we will be having our annual tribute show to the Macho Man Randy Savage. We'll be looking to bring in some guests for this show to share their memories and possibly their wrestling moments with the late, great, and soon-to-be WWE Hall of Famer Macho Man Randy Savage. As we announced last week, he's got his videos being released, and now we got his tribute show coming up through us, and it's going to be a fun time. We'll be playing some cool interviews, some clips, some memories. We'll be playing just a couple of words from a lot of the wrestlers when they found out that the Macho Man Randy Savage left us, and what they had to say about Randy and his career and their meetings with Randy Savage in and out of the ring. So you're not gonna want to miss that show at all. November 16th, the Macho Man Randy Savage tribute show, day after his birthday, which is November 15th. So again, you're not gonna want to miss that. But what you're probably gonna want to miss is the second half of this Jets game. Live looking. It's 21-0 the San Diego Superchargers over there. I think Michael Vick is about to come in the game for the New York Jets. So is the Geno Smith era officially over? Interesting fact, though, through the first 20 games of Geno Smith's career, he's 9-11, and with 26 interceptions. Eli Manning, through his first 20 games, was 10-10 with 24 interceptions. So, does it pay to be patient? You saw what the Giants got when they were patient with Eli Manning. They got 2 Super Bowls and a perennial playoff team. But the Giants were also smart enough to surround Eli Manning with a veteran quarterback such as Kurt Warner to help groom the guy, so he had somebody to rely on. The Jets have yet to do that. I mean, they bring in these guys that have no business being backup quarterbacks, either because they're too old or they're just hanging on for that 1-year contract and hope they never have to play a game. And then they bring in Michael Vick, which is not really a fit for this team because they still think they can run these Wildcat packages, which is a joke because we saw how that worked with Tebow. So I don't understand it. Bring in that veteran backup quarterback. Let him hold that clipboard and be the man to be there for Geno Smith to help him. But the Jet fans pretty much gave up on this guy already. So they're at commercial break right now. The Jets just got the ball back via punt, and we'll see if Geno Smith is out and if Michael Vick is in, or are they still running with Smith? So I don't know. I have it on mute, so I'm sure they said it, but I can't hear it. But we're about 12 minutes away from April Hunter giving us a call. This will be the second time she'll be calling us, and we appreciate her giving us her time. We'll talk a little wrestling. We'll talk about what she's been doing in the wrestling business. We'll talk a little movies and her acting career. I mean, it's pretty impressive. She's done a bunch of movies, such as The Meat Puppet in 2012, and as recently as the movie Gravedigger in 2013. She's also been in comic books, and she's a model and a bodybuilder, a female wrestler. She does it all. And she 2013, she was one of several models chosen to do work with artist George Perez in the comic book She Devils. She served as the model for the character Agony. So we'll talk a little bit about that with her and see where her acting career is going, and if she's gonna possibly give up wrestling and just go completely into movies or whatever the case may be. But the bottom line now, we want to talk about Geno Smith is out of the game and Michael Vick is in the game. So there you go. But no more about the Jets. If you want to check out a little bit on April Hunter before she comes on the show, ladies and gentlemen, check out aprilhunter.com. And also check out her personal blog, April Hunter Blog. That's one word, April Hunter Blog, blog.com. And you can learn a little bit about her, get a little insight on her, and when she comes on the show, you'll be a little bit more